Welcome to past paper series number 2 of the sociology. Here we are at section A, and question number 2 we have to attempt part A. If you guys want to check question number 1, you guys can check the previous video as well, just to get an idea that how we can attempt and what sort of material we can add in the 4 marks question. So question 2 part A, we have explained 2 ways lone parent families can have a negative impact on the society according to the new rights perspective. You just have to recall the content, that whatever things you read in the new rights heading, that what are basically their thoughts on that. If I talk about their thought, just overview, if I would like to give you, they talk about the dependency culture, because when families become a lone parent family, mean that someone is missing. It could be father, it could be mother, so one of the partner will look after their kids, so they will mostly rely on the state benefits. So they according to them, they avoid working individually. So that is another reason. And then socialization issues, when you don't have a parents, so either mother or the father is missing, so you cannot replace them. Their missing part will remain in the children's life. So this is just an overview. Before attempting the question, I would like to give structure of the question first. It's a 8 marks question. So what you have to do first, you have to identify or one way, just like we did in the 4 marks question. So you have to first give heading number 1, and then you would explain it into at least 4 to 5 lines. What does it mean, 4 to 5 lines? First 2 lines, or in first line, you can just explain it in a short way, and the second line you have to analyze it. So here you can say you have to give the introduction. Second line, you might write about some of its interpretation, some of its explanation, analysis, whatever you have in your mind. Okay, so analysis, but try to use most of the sociological material. What does it mean? That means you have to refer your arguments. For example, according to, let's say if I talk about the functionist perspective, so you might say according to the Parson view, according to, if we talk about the Marxist view, so you would refer a few of the sociologists. This is the way you have to analyze that particular heading or particular introduction. So whatever you mention over here, you just have to refer your link, that from that perspective, that's why it has an impact on this, and the last line you just conclude it. Okay, we will attempt over here, then you would get idea that how we can attempt them. So this paragraph you would be able to get 4 marks, and then heading number 2, and you will do the same thing, and again you would be able to get again 4 marks. And overall, if you have done a very good things in the questions in the both of the paragraph, you would be able to get 8 marks. But keep in mind, you just have to try to write it into 9 to 12 lines, not more than these lines, and try to spend only 10 minutes on that particular question in order to manage your time. So be careful about the time management. So give the time to the question according to the numbers, or according to the marks which have been allocated by the examiners. So what we can write over here, number 1, we have to explain 2 ways. Okay, so first way is dependency culture. So what I will start by referring my arguments to the new rights, because they already mentioned according to the new rights. So the new rights argue that lone parents family contribute to lone parent families contribute to a dependency culture. Where individuals rely on individual rely on state benefits, rather than work. Rather than work. Now, I'm just going to explain them more and then I will conclude it. So, what I will write over here, that this reliance on the welfare can perpetuate a cycle, can perpetuate a cycle of poverty, a cycle of poverty and leading to a burden on taxpayers and welfare system Now come on to point number 2. What we can write over here is socialization issues. So Neurites believe that lone parent families particularly those without a father figure can lead to inadequate socialization of children, and more likely to experience behavioral problems. Perform poorly in school because of lack the discipline and role models provided by a two parents household. So what we did in that questions, first we identify the way and then we give some introduction and then explain it, and somehow we conclude that at how it can relate it uh, to the negative impact on the society. Okay, so you have to attempt each of the paragraph, as we have two paragraphs, so each of the paragraph should indicate, at the end of the paragraph should indicate the negative aspects on the society. So this is the way you have to explain this particular kind of a question, which is contain 8 marks. If you still have any query, just comment below and I would respond to you accordingly. Thanks for watching.